Hello there guys, it's Mercy and welcome back to another product review, and today I'll be doing a review on the G-Wolf Skoll Mini, a gaming mouse that I wish I could have tried sooner. Well, I wish I could because it's really expensive to get it here, but I got a good deal on it on Facebook Marketplace. So yes, I did get this used, so my copy could be used for like, I think it was a month, so this won't be like a fresh copy after a week. This is a copy like a month and a week, you know, a month from the previous owner, 1 week from me. But anyway, moving on. I'll be doing a review on the G-Wolf Skoll Mini, and honestly guys, TLDR, I love this mouse. It is a small lightweight ergo that weighs 50 grams with a cable, and it fits my hand so comfortably that I am debating between going back to the XM1R or just sticking with the Skoll Mini. But let's start with the review and we'll talk about the shape. So the G-Wolf Skoll Mini is heavily inspired or resembles the Zowie EC2 series, which is their small ergo. But I'm gonna be honest, I've never tried Zowie EC series, so I can't say like if it's similar or if I feel any difference or anything. So I can just go off internet's measurements, and from what I can see, Zowie EC2 is slightly bigger than the Skoll Mini, and with my 19x10 hand, right, I can comfortably relax palm grip this mice. But when I'm like going aggressive or like I'm try harding, I'll just go to this natural kind of like claw grip shape, natural claw grip, there we go. And it feels really comfortable for me. The shape has never been like too small or too big. I think like the Skoll Mini just fits my hand like a glove. It feels like just right. It's really awesome. Really like the shape. As you guys can see, it's a right-handed ergonomic again, so if you guys are lefty, this is not for you. Not an ambidextrous mouse or anything, like don't do this. But yeah, it's a right ergo and it's very comfortable. I wish that if you guys have slightly bigger hands than me, that maybe claw and fingertip will be a good grip for you guys. But fingertipping an ergo mouse just never makes sense to me. So maybe a claw. If you guys have a bigger hand, then claw would be good, and if you guys have a smaller hand, then palm would be amazing on this gaming mouse. So again, shape is really good, and let's talk about the build quality. The build quality was a concern that I have when I first like saw this mice go on launch back then. 50 grams with like holes, and I was like, oh no, this will be a very bad build gaming mouse. You probably have like a lot of flex everywhere, which I don't mind, right? But as a reviewer now, that those are the things that I have to like make sure that it's built pretty well for long-term use. And my copy, which is again 1 month plus 1 week, has slight creaking on this side and on the top, but no flexing at all. I can like shake my hand literally, and there's barely any flex. No flex on the top as well, just like a slight creaking. The only flex that I can find is on the bottom shell, where there is some minimal flexing that I don't want to do because, you know, it's hard to get it here and I don't want to break anything. But there is some minimal flex that I can feel on the bottom housing. But aside from that, build quality is phenomenal, very strongly built for this weight. And next, let's talk about the texture of this mouse. It doesn't feel that cheap, honestly. The plastic does feel pretty good, very grippy. I do sweat a little bit, but I've never been like, oh, it's too slippery for me. The texture is good. If it's too grippy, I mean too slippery, there is included grips, but I don't use it because I feel like I prefer this narrower profile without the grips. So yeah, texture has been really good for me as well. Next, let's talk about the buttons, and this is the part where my mouse will be different than yours because mine is modded. Not with the Armron 20M nor the included TTC pink in the box. Mine have KillGM 4.0s in it, and it sounds amazing. It feels amazing. I'm just gonna take that out. It sounds amazing. It feels amazing. So again, mine is KillGM 4.0, not TTC, not Armron. It's gonna be different for you guys that buy this stock or anything. But mine has a pretty small pre-travel on the mouse button 1, but slight post-travel. Same goes to the mouse button 2 as well. So the mouse doesn't feel too mushy. It feels pretty clicky, pretty tactile. I just wish that the mouse do feel a little bit more snappier, but this is a really good button. I love this KillGM 4.0 switches. The scroll wheel here has a pretty nice rubber texture to it. It's like a groove as well. The scrolling is you can feel it. It's a very nice pronounce, but the middle click is slightly too heavy after coming from the XM1R, of course. I prefer lighter weight scroll click now. There we go. But yeah, the scrolling feels really good. Scroll up and down, no rattle. It feels amazing to use in game and while browsing websites. Side buttons is slightly too small though. It's really hard to reach it. When you're gripping naturally, it's kind of hard to reach. You have to like adjust your grip every time. You cannot just use your tip of the thumb and then like the joint and all. So the side buttons is slightly too small for me. But again, once I got used to like just adjusting my grip, I got used to it, and it's nice. But I just wish that it's slightly bigger. But aside from that, side buttons have very slight pre-travel. You can feel post-travel after the click there. Again, slight pre-travel, but slight post-travel. So the buttons don't feel mushy, feels really good, very tactile, very clicky, just that it's slightly too small. So here's the sound test. Okay, so the sound is pretty good. Again, all buttons feels very clicky, very tactile, sounds really good too. No mushy clicks here. Tagware pulse, right? But the buttons is amazing. Next, let's talk about the Mousefeets. So again, another confession time. At the first day of me using this, I do not like the back mouse feet. It was a bit sticky for me. It wasn't gliding smoothly at all, and I was hating it. Until I noticed that the previous owner didn't peel off the plastic, and I was like really embarrassed to myself. But after taking it off, it's a pretty smooth mouse feet. On my HyperX Fury pad, it feels really good. It glides really well. But my pad is kind of worn off at this point. I feel I need to get new pads. It glides really smoothly, really nice. Really like how it feels on my mouse pad. Next, let's talk about the sensor. They're using a 3389 sensor, which means that they have very low liftoff distance, very high tracking speed, feels really smooth in game, really accurate. I love this sensor. The 3389 and the 3370 should just be an all gaming mouse. This sensor feels amazing. 3389 sensor is a really good sensor. So let's talk about the cable. We are talking about wired gaming mouse after all, and the cable is a pretty soft weave, kind of like a quote-unquote paracord like cable on a bungee. It feels fine. You will notice that it is a pretty good flexibility. On the bungee, it feels almost wireless at that point, but I still feel like I wish the cable is slightly lighter than this, because the mouse is super lightweight, that the cable just pushes the mouse backwards. Not a big issue. It is connected via micro USB. Hope you guys can see that. Again, detachable, right? For me, on a bungee playing, I never find the cable being an issue at all. No drag, nothing, but it's fine. I don't feel like the cable hinders my performance while playing with the Skoll Mini. Oh yeah, the RGB, very important. So you have a G-Wolf logo inside there that shines with the color of your DPI and your report rate. So the DPI, again, you can go like different colors for different DPI. It will just like mix the color there, as you guys can see. I wish that I could just turn it off completely, but yeah, mouse is really good. Really like how this shape is, and honestly, G-Wolf, best unboxing experience I had in a while. This box is amazing, a lot of content in it, extra switches, extra grip tape, extra mouse feet. It's amazing. And yeah, I think that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, if you guys have any comments regarding the Skoll Mini, leave down in the comment section below. I'll try to answer them as fast as I can. And if you guys like how this video turns out, leave a like, you know, thumbs up, thumbs down if you don't like it. If you have any feedbacks to give me, I would love to hear it. And subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be doing 2 more reviews, so if you're excited about that, subscribe, you know, thumbs up, notification bell. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.